Today we will see spanning tree algorithms, minimum spanning tree algorithm, prims and crucicles. In the last session, we have seen about prims algorithm. How do we write a minimum spanning tree using prims algorithm? So now we will see about crucicles algorithm. So based on crucicles, so how do we form a minimum spanning tree using any graph? So crucicles algorithm. So what crucicles is saying is actually crucicles algorithm is somewhat similar to prims algorithm, but what is exactly basic difference is in prims algorithm, while writing a tree from a graph, we have follow some rule. We have followed certain rules like graph must be connected, right? So in crucicles there is no such rule. So whichever is the edge cost minimum, so we can choose those edges one by one. Okay, so let us straight away go to the example and try practicing the crucicles algorithm. So now this is example 1. We have one graph over here. Okay, so as we have discussed earlier, so it should not have, while starting a minimum spanning tree, it should not contain any self loops as well as multiple edges. So first thing is we have to remove the self loops as well as multiple edges. Yes, I am removing self loops for vertex 1 and vertex 4, and I am deleting these multiple edges. Same, we need to construct a minimum spanning tree so that I can choose the minimum edge. So out of 6 and 5, so similarly 5 is minimum. So now I have a graph. Okay, so let's start with crucicles algorithm. So what crucicles algorithm is saying is, so before starting constructing a spanning tree, so first of all what we have to do is we have to make a list of edges with their cost in ascending order. So if you observe the table on the left hand side, so this is a table of list of all edges and with their cost in ascending order. See, in the first edge 1 comma 3, the cost of edge is 1. So if you observe 1 comma 3, see, we can consider this as 3 comma 1 also. So you can consider any one of them because 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1 both are acceptable because this is an undirected graph. The edge can be considered for 1 comma 3 as well as 3 comma 1, no problem it is. So we can consider any one of them. Okay, if you connect one, you can get both. Okay, so I'm considering it 1 comma 3. Yes, you can consider it as 3 comma 1 also, no problem with it. I'm just considering 1 comma 3 with cost 1. So the minimum cost, the first ever the cost minimum cost is 1. So that is the reason 1 comma 3 edge, I am noting it down in my table, edge versus cost. So 1 comma 3 is an edge, 1 comma 3 is a pair of vertices connected by means of an edge with cost 1. Okay, so what is the next minimum? Next minimum is 2. So minimum weight or cost is 2. In between 4 comma 3 or 3 comma 4, you can write any edge 3 comma 4 or 4 comma 3, no problem with it. I'm considering it as 3 comma 4, no problem. So next minimum is 3. 3 in between 1 and 4. So I'm considering it as see here 1 comma 4 is having 3. So 4 comma 1, see here 1 comma 4 is having 3. Okay, so 1 comma 4 is having 3, and next one 1 comma 2 is having 4. 1 comma 2 is having cost 4, and next one 2 comma 3 is having cost 5, and 2 comma 4 is having cost 8. So this is a ascending order of the edges with respect to their cost. So based on this table, so we can create a queue, which is nothing but a priority queue. So priority queue, ascending order priority and descending order priority, we have both the priorities. I am considering it as ascending order priority. In ascending order priority, lowest value will have highest precedence or highest priority. nothing but which is very similar to ranks. So lowest rank is having highest priority, right? So similarly, ascending order priority, lowest value is having highest priority, and highest value is having lowest priority. So as per this particular order, I am making a queue. So we know that queue is having two ends, front and rear. From rear end we will insert the data, and from front end we will delete the data. So now from where we have to start while constructing a spanning tree from this particular graph is the first ever edge which is come from the table, so which is having the minimum cost. So in this particular order only we have to choose. So in the similar to this particular cube. So first edge we have to consider with cost 1. So which with cost 1 is in between 1 comma 3. So the first ever step of Kruskal algorithm is we need to maintain a list of edges with their cost in ascending order. So as per their ascending order only we have to consider one by one from lowest value to towards highest value. So do remember it should not contain any cycles in such a way that we have to consider the edges one by one. So it should not form a cycle. Okay, so don't worry. So we'll see one by one. So first edge or first value in the key is, so what is the point value of Q? 1. So nothing but first value in the edge cost table. So first edge is 1 comma 3. So first edge we have to consider is 1 comma 3. So in between 1 comma 3 there is an edge with cost 1. Okay. So we have discussed this example earlier with Prim's algorithm. So how many vertices do we have? 4 vertices we have. Vertex 1, vertex 2, vertex 3, vertex 4. So how many maximum edges are allowed? So 4 minus 1, 3. So we have to construct a spanning tree which consists of all the vertices 4 with maximum count of 3 edges. So we have considered first edge. So next edge 3 comma 4. Can we consider this edge? Is there any cycle forming if we add this? No. So 3 comma 4 is having next cost 2. So this is over. So next value is 2. So now I'm considering a next edge with cost 2. It is in between 3 comma 4. So 3 comma 4 I'm considering the next edge which is of cost 2. So now I have 3 vertices and 2 edges. So we need one more vertex and one more edge pending, right? So next minimum is 1 comma 4. So 1 comma 4 edge is having the cost 3. See. So we have to consider this one next because this is having next to minimum value, means next to priority value. So if we consider this, it is forming a cycle and it is missing a vertex. So we should not consider this. Simply DQ this one and move on to next one because it is violating the rules of a spanning tree. If we consider this particular vertex edge between the vertices 1 comma 4, it is forming a cycle and it is missing a vertex. So just DQ this edge and move on to next one. So next edge which is of cost is 4. So 4 is in between 1 comma 2. So next vertex we consider is vertex 2. So vertex 2 is connected to vertex 1 with cost 4. So now we have a spanning tree with all the vertices, 4 vertices with minimum number of edges, 4 minus 1, 3 edges. So this is a spanning tree which is generated from Kruskal's algorithm. So what Kruskal's algorithm saying is find out the graph and identify the edges with their cost and make a table with their cost in ascending order. As per their ascending order, enqueue all the data with queue and consider the front values and so on, and make sure that it is not forming a cycle, and then we can add edge one by one. So that is the reason this particular Kruskal's algorithm is also a greedy approach, because we are adding solutions part by part, means one by one we will add solutions. Okay, so I think you are aware of Kruskal's algorithm, steps of Kruskal's algorithm. So just go through one more example. So we have a graph over here, one more graph over here. So how many vertices we have? 6 vertices we have, vertex A, B, C, D, E, F. So totally we have 6 vertices, right? So maximum, how many edges are allowed in the minimum spanning tree? So 6 edges we have, 6 vertices we have, 6 minus 1 edges are allowed. So 5 edges. So with 6 vertices and with help of 6 minus 1 edges, 5 edges, we have to construct a spanning tree from this particular graph. So first step in Krosikos algorithm is we need to identify all the edges and make a table with edges and their cost. See, B comma C is having lowest cost, means 1, which is having highest priority. So 1, we can consider it as C comma B also, as I said earlier. So because this is an undirected graph, we can consider this edge as B comma C as well as C comma B. Okay, so first our edge is B comma C, which is having lowest cost. So make it a priority queue with these values from the ascending order. So make an ascending order priority queue with all these values, enqueue all the values from the front rear end of the queue. So we have a queue with all the data edges with cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8. Okay, so totally we have different number of edges with different number of cost. So we have to generate a spanning tree from this particular graph, which is having minimum total cost. Okay, so from where we have to begin? We have to begin from a edge which is having the lowest cost, means first one. So nothing but front end of the queue. So what is the front value in the queue with the edge of cost 1? So we have to consider first B comma C edge. So now I'm considering B comma C edge as a first step. So B comma C is having a lowest cost 1. So this is step 1. So step 1 is over. So we can dequeue this edge value from the queue. Move on to next one. So next minimum is 2. So next minimum is in between F comma E. See, if you observe clearly, in case of a Krosikos algorithm, it is forming disjoint sets of the graph. So instead of maintaining a connected graph, it is maintaining some disjoint sets, nothing but forest. Forest is combination of different trees. See, if we add this particular edge, you will be able to understand what exactly I'm saying. So F comma E is having next minimum cost of 2. So now if you observe, we are supposed to generate some minimum spanning tree, right? So while I'm generating minimum spanning tree, I have some disjoint set B comma C which is not connected to F comma E. So do remember this point, while writing minimum spanning tree using Prim's algorithm, we don't have any disjoint sets. Obviously graph is connected in minimum while generating minimum spanning tree using Prim's. Using Krosikos algorithm, if you generate a minimum spanning tree, it will generate some disjoint sets. If you observe clearly, this is a disjoint set of the graph B comma C. It is having a cost 1, and F comma E, which is having an edge with cost 2. This is also a disjoint set. These two trees are not connected. So this is a forest of trees. May or may not be connected. So I think you are aware of what is a forest. We have discussed this forest terminology, forest and trees, in the introductory classes. Okay, so now we have two disjoint sets of the graph. So let us move on to next step. So next minimum is of cost 3. So cost 3 is in between pair of vertices B comma A. So already we have B. So let us join B comma A. After adding this particular edge, we have again only two disjoint sets. In between ABC, one disjoint set of the graph, FE, one disjoint set of the graph. So what is the cost of this B comma A? So cost of this B comma A is 3. Okay, so now we have in the graph we have 6 vertices. In our tree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have only 5 vertices. So we need to add one more vertex. So next, what is the next minimum? Let us move on to next one. So next minimum is 4. So 4 is in between B comma F and C comma F. So if you consider any one of them, because we have to consider any one of them, if you consider both, it will form a cycle and it will lead to missing a vertex D. It will violate the rules of minimum spanning tree. So let us consider any one of B comma F or C comma F. See, if you observe here, these two vertices, these two edges, B comma F, C comma F, Both are having cost 4. So as per their incoming order, I am considering the first one, B comma F. I am making a edge in between this. So now my graph is, my minimum spanning tree is connected instead of disjoint sets. No problem with it. So what is the cost? It is having cost 4. So next cost is, so let us move on to the next one. Next one is also with cost 4. So if you add this 4, it is connected with C and F. See, if you observe C and F. So if you connect these two, so we have to draw this minimum spanning tree using 6 minus 1 edges, means 5 edges. So if you add this, it becomes 5 edges. But vertex D is not there in the minimum spanning tree, so it is violating the rules. So, and moreover, if we add this, it form a cycle in between B, C, F. So we should not add this. So just skip this one, means just DQ this one, and let next move on to the next one. So next edge is of cost 5. So I am not considering the C comma F because it is violating the rules. So next one is having cost 5. So having cost 5 with A comma F or F comma D. So A comma F. So what happens if I am adding A comma F? So again it will form a cycle and it will miss the vertex D. So just skip this one also and move on to the next one. So next one is having cost 5. So yes, this is making a connection to the vertex D. So vertex D, F comma D is of cost 5. So now I am adding this to the minimum spanning tree of cost 5. So can we stop the process? Yes, we can stop the process because A, B, C, D, E, F, all the vertices are available. All the 6 vertices are available, and all 6 are connected by means of 6 minus 1 edges, means 5 edges. So edge 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Counting 1, B comma A 1, B comma C 2, B comma F 3, F comma D 4, F comma E 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it consists of all the vertices, and it consists of n minus 1 number of edges. So now this is a spanning tree which is generated from Kruskal's algorithm based on the edge cost table and a priority queue. So what about all these remaining values? So we can simply neglect this and simply skip these values because we got already a spanning tree. Okay, so we don't need all these values. So this is how we will create a spanning tree using Kruskal's algorithm. So we will add one by one. So Kruskal's algorithm may form disjoint sets of the graph, may not form the disjoint sets of the graph. That depends upon the situation. But Prim's algorithm will not follow these kind of things like disjoint sets. If you write a minimum spanning tree from a graph using Prim's algorithm, it will not create any kind of disjoint sets. But Kruskal's algorithm, it may or may not form depending on the situation. Okay, so what we have done. So in short, concluding the Kruskal's algorithm. So while writing any minimum spanning tree using Kruskal's algorithm, so what we have done in short, so first we have created a table edge with respect to their cost in their ascending order, and as per their ascending order we have created a priority queue. So lowest priority means ascending order priority I have considered, lowest value is having highest priority. So as per their priority value, I am making taking each and individual edges and I am adding it to the tree. So and while adding it, I am simply checking out the rules of the spanning trees. So it should not contain any loops, and it has to have all the vertices of the graph and with minimum number of edges and minus 1 number of edges and all. Okay. So that's all about Kruskal's algorithm. So what algorithm is saying? Kruskal's algorithm. So create a forest in such a way that each graph is a separate tree. So as I told you, so while writing and while considering edges in their ascending order, it may form disjoint sets. So individual trees of the graph. So we call it as a forest. So create a priority queue. Yes, we have a priority queue. So we have certain values and we have a priority queue. And considering each value to the tree at, one by one. See, create a priority queue that contains all the edges of the graph. Yes, we have it maintaining it. Repeat steps 4 and 5 while queue is not empty. So until queue is not empty, You can continue 4-5 steps. Remove an edge from queue. See, we have removed an edge every time. See, we are removing one edge from this queue and we are adding it to the tree one by one. So without forming any cycle. So it is forming any cycle. So we are discarding the edge. Otherwise, we are adding it to the list. Okay. So that's all for now. Bye.